the station taking action for you. This is ABC Action News.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Dia Riley.
And I'm Dan Schaefer. Now at noon, nearly 2 years after the shooting that changed her life, an Auburndale police officer sat in a courtroom today and heard the man charged in that shooting agree to a plea deal that will send him to prison for nearly 30 years. Now, Bill Logan just talked to that officer. He is live now outside the Hillsborough County Courthouse with what she had to say. Bill?
And she has been waiting, in fact, for so long, Dan, that she now has a new last name and a new husband and a new appreciation for what goes on here in the courthouse.
I'm kind of starting over and trying to figure out what it is, what else I can be passionate about.
This day has been a long time coming for Stacey Booth West, the chance to take the next step forward after only recently relearning how to walk. It was nearly 2 years ago now, September 2nd, 2011, that she was called to a home on Diamond Ridge Drive in Auburndale, where an 8-year-old girl had dialed, then hung up on a 911 call about her parents fighting. By the time Officer Booth had arrived, that little girl and her mother were gone, but 36-year-old Michael Lester remained armed with an SKS assault rifle that he fired repeatedly through his front door as the officer approached. One of those shots shattered her wrist, another put a huge hole in her hip.
I screamed and then fell backwards. And as I was falling backwards, I could see sparks just coming out of the door.
That was effectively the end of her law enforcement career, but she's been following this case and the plea of the man who shot her right up until today, when Lester accepted a 27-year sentence.
25 years of which is a minimum mandatory sentence. Does anybody promise you anything other than that?
No, sir. Stacey sat stoically as the case was concluded, as she felt the full weight of being a now retired officer at the age of 28, and wondered aloud, now what?
It's bittersweet. I hate to leave the agency. I hate to leave that city because I love them so much and they're my family. I never thought, even after being shot, that I was going anywhere. I always assumed that I would still be with them.
Now, Stacey says she's going to be finishing up school soon with her criminology degree, and she's checking with various agencies to hopefully put that to use somewhere in the public sector. She also says that she is very grateful all of this is over, as she maybe even gets ready to start her own family. As far as the family of the shooter, none of them wanted to say anything to us today. We're reporting live in Bartow this noon. Bill Logan, ABC Action.